Africa is home to some of the world's most fascinating contrasts, and gasoline prices are no exception. You might think global oil prices set the pace, but in Africa, it's a whole mix of tradition, policy, and a bit of local flavor that tells the real story at the pump. Let's kick things off with Libya. This is hands down the king of cheap gas, not just in Africa, but globally. Why? Libya sits on enormous oil reserves, and its government pours massive subsidies into fuel to keep costs practically pocket change. We're talking a few cents per liter. So, if you ever find yourself road tripping through Libya, filling up your tank will barely make a dent in your wallet. Coming in close are Algeria and Egypt. Both countries are rich in oil and gas, and both have governments that work hard to keep prices stable, usually sitting between 30 and 40 cents per liter. Egypt actually has an extra card to play with the Suez Canal, which gives it a strategic edge in the energy game. Angola's another heavyweight here. It's a major oil exporter. But instead of letting all that oil head overseas, Angola channels some of its wealth back home through subsidies. That keeps gasoline hovering around 33 cents a liter, making it a sweet deal for Angolan drivers. But cheap gas isn't just about having oil in your backyard. Nigeria, Africa's top oil producer, has long kept prices low with government subsidies. But here's the twist: those subsidies are controversial because they're tough on the national budget. Right now, gasoline in Nigeria is still pretty affordable, hanging around 60 cents per liter, but reforms are always in the air. Other countries, like Sudan and Tunisia, also manage to keep fuel prices manageable. Sometimes it's their own reserves. Sometimes it's government policies that shield people from global price shocks. Of course, not everyone's so lucky. Some African nations face sky-high gasoline prices. If you're in the Central African Republic, Zimbabwe, or Senegal, you'll feel the pinch thanks to tough import logistics, limited local supply, and higher taxes. In these places, filling up can be a real burden. What does this all mean? Well, gasoline prices across Africa are as diverse as the continent itself. Every country faces a different balancing act keeping fuel affordable, supporting economic health, and maintaining social peace. So, next time you're traveling or just curious about global energy, remember that the story behind the price at the pump is as complex as it is fascinating. Like and share this video if you learned something new, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most interesting topics. Thanks for watching.